are all deeply involved with House Stark, so I'm so excited, and thank you guys so much for being here. I just wanted to say, one of the things we noticed with all three of your characters, and by the way, poor Esme, she is our one dead, so she's kind of like a walker. We have a walker here today, but I noticed with your characters, like you three really transform throughout the series. I mean, you go from pretty much the hand of the King of the North to Kraken Prince to Reek. That is like, woo, story arc central. I mean, you started in the North and worked your way to the South and literally dabbling in King's Landing's like two most ruthless men. And you've battled against many kings and you've proven yourself to many men. So I'd like to start with Alfie. I mean, your storyline literally blows my mind. What is that like to enter, like being so regal and awesome and then taking that plunge into where you are today?
It's a crazy arc for sure. In the books, I think it was kind of more, he knew what he wanted to do in the books, whereas I think in the TV show you sympathise with the character a little bit more, so the arc is bigger in a way. Yeah, it's good, but yeah, Reek is definitely a challenge, but it's something that, you know, I have to correct people on. So Theon, Reek.
Yes, now it's Reek. Exactly. You're not allowed to be Theon.
Exactly.
I wanted to know, like, some of your scenes, I mean, we've all had gruesome scenes up here, but I have to touch on it. Your castration was like the worst thing I've ever been through.
I don't know if anyone actually watched it.
What was it like on set that day? Was it solemn? Were you joking?
No, you can't keep things light, because the more you keep it light, the kind of darker you can go in and see yourself, I think. But yeah, it was a jovial atmosphere.
See, I was always wondering, because I'm like, if as an actor, like, what that must take to sit there and try to portray that you're getting your junk hacked on.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but sort of gauging that sort of pain is difficult because obviously I've never experienced that.
Now, Esme, you are also involved in a pretty grotesque scene that wasn't in the books, but I mean, it blew my mind. I'm sure anyone that watches the show knows exactly the scene I'm talking about with Joffrey and the other lady of the night. What was it like on set that day? I mean,
it was very awkward. I don't think anyone. I don't know. Like Alfie said, you're not really all joking around and having a laugh like you might normally be. And it was very bizarre because the stag's head that was on this like thing that I'm beating her with kept on breaking off. So in between every take of me like beating this pillow that's like right next to the girl I'm actually beating her, surprise, the prop kept breaking. So I'm like trying to like stay focused and then having to like take the prop out and mend it between each take. But it was very, it was awkward and uncomfortable, and I can't say I particularly enjoyed it.
See, I'm just happy that you guys were as uncomfortable as we were.
Yeah, and I think it shows. I mean, that's one of the reasons it's kind of good to keep that, keep the feeling going on set without, not breaking it up, not like chit-chatting and stuff between takes, because you can really, like as Alfie said, like get into it and stay in that place, and the more you do it, the weirder it gets, and crazy stuff that you haven't even thought of starts coming out, and it's very awkward.
Crazy indeed. And when I had a really specific question for you. I'm sure most of the ladies in the audience here are going to agree. She's pretty much like our patron saint of girl power right now. For me, with Brianna Tarth, the moment that she took my breath away wasn't, in the tourney or anything. It was when she was walking on the path and took on the Stark men. And literally, Jaime Lannister's like, mouth is on the floor, like, oh my god, this woman just owned like 4 or 5 dudes in front of me. That, for me, was your character's like, Wonder Woman moment. For you, which scene did you act out that you actually kind of puffed out your chest and you're like, I'm feeling it today. I am Wonder Woman.
I think it would be, I'm assuming that everyone here is up to date, I think it would be my most recent fight with the Hound. Rory McCann is such a brilliant actor. He's really dedicated, he's really enthusiastic, and that was a real challenge. I definitely had to grow some balls for that. And we got very into it. And it was one of those extraordinary moments when you realize you're on top of a mountain in Iceland and you're beating the living feces out of the Hound, and the same thing's happening to you, and you kind of look around and you're spitting and there's fake blood everywhere. And I think that was the moment that I thought, Lord, I really am acting in a TV show.
It took that much to bring
Yeah.
Now, Alfie and Gwendolyn, you guys do a lot of sword fighting, right? I mean,
I think Gwendolyn does more sword fighting.
yeah, but in the beginning,
I do some sword fighting.
you do more sword fighting than anyone in the show.
You don't mind.
You fought your way from the North
And
Wall.
she's good at it.
Yeah. I paid at that. I mean, the training for your sword fighting, how much did you guys have? Did you have any? And was it like tedious? Was it killing you? Or did you just go out there and pretend you know what you're doing?
I just did archery. That was mostly what I practiced in.
Yeah, because in the first season there was a lot of archery in the backyard.
Yeah. So that was what I got my practice in, but I didn't really have much sword training, for being honest. They kind of wanted me to be in shape more than anything else. They just kind of paid for my trainer for a couple of months, and I wanted to feel like a warrior. I wanted to feel like I could kick the living feces out of someone.
We all thank you for all your physical training to look as good as you could. Gwendolyn, you had a lot of fighting. I mean, obviously you had to have some training. That was brutal.
I was very, very lucky. Before I was lucky enough to play the part of Brianna Tarr, I hadn't been to a gym for some time. So I embraced that regime, and I was also very lucky in that I trained with the brilliant C.C. Smith, who's a fantastic stunt director, stuntman, and he taught me to sword fight. We do 3 or 4 days a week in Belfast for 3 months initially, just to try and get me into some sort of shape and capability. And we went from there. I was very enthusiastic about it all, and put on quite a lot of muscle with a trainer. And then for the fight with the Hound, we trained for 2 months before, again 3 or 4 days a week. And the stunt guys would come in at like my lunch breaks and go to me, go, "Your abs aren't tight enough. I don't believe you could kill me. Come on." And then they just start wrestling with you. And after I would be sort of initially, and then after a couple of weeks, you're just like slamming that guy in the face. So that was my training.
That is awesome. I love that. I wanted to ask you, I mean, obviously, unfortunately, we lost you to many crossbows in your chest into a bed. But you two, are you guys aware where your characters are at in the books at all, or no? Just curious. Or do you want to like keep that from yourselves?
Well, I stopped reading the books about halfway through the 2nd season, so I didn't want to preempt stuff for years. And it's kind of taken its own path now. The TV show has a lot of things in which the books doesn't, and my storyline kind of got brought forward. A lot of the torture happens to be in book 5, and it's actually happened in book 3, so I actually have no idea where the story's going to go, so I'm just, none the wiser.
That's kind of the fun thing, is
Yeah,
now that
totally.
they're changing things, you guys think you have this manual of what's going to happen to you, but technically it's not. What I would love to do now is bring in some audience questions, because I asked mine and I feel pretty good about myself, but I know there is a lot of you out there that really would like to ask these 3 awesome actors who bring our favorite characters to life your burning questions. So right here, that's our guy. He's coming for you, so let's do this.
Hi. So speaking of the future, what you might or might not know, if you had complete control over your character's fates, what would you like to happen to your characters, or for you, how would you change your character's fate? What would Roz do instead?
I would like Greek Theons go and join up with Bran. I think that'd be quite cool. To like redeem himself.
I would like for Brienne to breed an army and join forces with Daenerys.
You read the books? Do you know what happens to you?
As far as I'm aware, that has not occurred yet, but here's hoping.
And I kind of was always hopeful that Ross was going to take over the brothel completely, and if Littlefinger hadn't turned out to be such a scoundrel, I think she might have married him. I'm just saying, I think there might have been a bit of romance in that.
I feel like with Game of Thrones, there's always a chance you can come back only dead.
I know. White Walker, Wet Dream.
Oh my god.
Next question.
Can you see you guys still staying alive throughout the season?
I think you guys always want to see yourselves staying alive throughout your seasons, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I think we'd all like to stay alive right to the end, but it is Game of Thrones, so you're probably not going to. So here's hoping for a really glorious death.
Is this Indiana Jones?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Hi, so I love the set pieces and the decorations in the show, so I was wondering if you guys are able to keep some of the props in the show.
Do you guys get to keep the props from the show or any like cool curtains?
I am obsessed with Oathkeeper, and I asked David and Dan, I said, when can I have an Oathkeeper? And they said, when you're dead.
And it's true, because I didn't get one of my costumes until I died. And then I was like, you know what, guys? You suck. You killed me. And the very least you could do is give me a costume. And then they kept me waiting for like a year, and then finally the package arrived. Lo and behold, I got to get my costume. But they're kind of funny about you stealing stuff, aren't they?
Well, I steal the candles.
It's like a maid's cart at a hotel. You guys are just walking by. Oh, props! All right, where's your next question over here?
Which character would you want to have a scene with that you haven't had one with?
Question.
Yeah, I want to do
definitely.
a scene with you!
I'm not too soon, Brienne. Right.
I wanted to do a scene with Michelle Farley who plays Catelyn Stark, because I think she's one of the most incredible actresses. Her performance in Game of Thrones just totally blew me away. And that never happened, which sucks. And we both dead. Right over here.
By the way, I just have to point out there is a hound wandering about with a bucket of chicken.
Yeah.
And I have to say it. I'm sorry, all the fucking chicken belongs to you, sir. All right, question over here.
Hey, so I'm a huge fan of Game of Thrones, but I think I just want to know about Star Wars.
You in the world.
And unfortunately, I can't make that come true.
I'll let you bash me in the head with a rock.
Okay.
All right, where are we going next? There's so many eager little hands.
Okay, I'm a really big fan. I just wondered what it's like working with like the whole world that George R. R. Martin created and with the whole cast.
Yeah, were you guys into fantasy before this, or were you like what is it like immersing yourself into like medieval magical time?
I grew up loving things like The Dark Crystal, loving Star Wars and E.T. and just, I did like this world, but I'd never been immersed in it in the way I am now. And what's so exciting about it is it is incredibly detailed. Something like Game of Thrones is based so much on medieval history, but it's coupled with such a rich imagination of George R. R. Martin, so you really feel that you are existing in an alternative world, and I enjoy that.
And I think one of the things that they did so HBO got so right about the show is their level of attention to detail and taking the things that George describes in the books and actually like translating it into a tactile world. And when you're on set, everything you touch, everything you pick up is like very authentic. They make all of the props authentically. Nothing's like polystyrene, nothing's plastic.
Except for the stag head that can't stick on a stick, right? That was the cheap one.
I actually don't even know what that was made of. It wasn't plastic and it kept breaking. But you feel totally immersed when you're there because of the attention to details. It's like it's kind of like you don't even need to try that hard. It's not like you're acting with everything CGI. Like pretty much everything you see, with the exception of like the dragons and the direwolves, like most of that stuff is actually there. It's actually real. So it makes it even more exciting as an actor because it's truly like this crazy make-believe land, just like when you're a kid.
I think in the first season there's not really much elements of fantasy, it's more about sort of politics that's going on.
Yeah, there's no magic yet. That kind of slowly seeps into the series.
And I don't think fantasy's been done in the HBO way before, and I think that brings a new take.
We got another look at all the eager little faces. I did want to ask you three real quick, regardless of who you're loyal to in the show, who's your favorite house?
Lannisters.
Lannister! Stop! All right, where's our next question? All right, hello, darling.
This is a question for Gwen. I really love the relationship between you and Jaime Lannister, and I just wanted to know how you felt about it and where do you think it's going?
It's quite tempestuous, that relationship, isn't it? Who knows? Where do you think that relationship's going? I don't know. I mean, it is Game of Thrones one, so you just might not ever see it again, which would be very upsetting.
No, I feel like it's Scully and Mulder from X-Files. Like everyone's like, kiss already, God, just kiss. Do it. Do you? I mean, everyone. Do you think they're going to get together? I hope George is listening. All right, let's find another question.
Hi, I'm newly converted for Game of Thrones. I've been to watch all 4 seasons in 2 weeks. So my question is what is your favorite scene or scene you're going to film?
Like, what's your favorite scene that you filmed personally for all 3 of you?
What, that we filmed ourselves or that we...
Yes.
That's easy for me. My favorite scene is the scene with Alfie, where I'm on the back of the turnip cart. I love that scene so much. We had so much fun shooting together.
That's my favorite scene too.
Yes!
Oh my God.
But I love that scene. It was a really fun day. And it's kind of my favorite. I kind of love watching that scene.
I love that that's your favorite scene.
I think that definitely the bear scene. When I was at drama school, I didn't think that they trained me in bear acting. But I absolutely loved it. And that bear was the most extraordinary diva. I mean, so professional. But needed to have country and western music playing at all times, had to have a round of applause when he stepped out of his trailer, and had to be fed whipped cream in a frying pan. And I said to David and Dan, why don't I get that kind of treatment? But that was my favorite.
All right. Who else? I like the ones that are jumping. Like, she looks like she has to pee so bad. God, please pee.
I have a